Hey, welcome to your monthly market update for September 21. This is your friend in real estate, Mr. Cory Wilks. Let's get started. So first question is, what are home prices doing? What do you think? Let's dive in. All right, so home prices right now are slightly decreasing. Here's what you need to know. In the spring months of this year, we saw such a tremendous amount of appreciation, 2 to 3% of appreciation per month. That was unprecedented. Eventually, the market had to hit a ceiling. It hit that ceiling in June of this year, where the entire market hit a record high median sales price of $545. Well, a month ago, in August, we averaged a median sales price of $535, which is down $10,000 or almost 2% from June. If you compare that, however, to last year, what you'll see is that appreciation is up dramatically year over year. So from last August to this August, homes are up $75,000 or more. The median sales price last year was $460 compared to $535 in August. That's over a 16% increase in home values. Guys, over half the homes appreciated way more than $75,000. The market right now favors the seller. And we have three major market indicators to illustrate that point. So first is just active homes for sale. This is about supply and demand. This is the supply portion of that discussion. Right now, supply is very low. So if you look at the last day of the month, on every month, we take a sample size on that day. In August, there were 3,500 homes available for sale, and that was a record low for any August, ever. And so historically, what we expect in August, on the last day of the month, is we expect about 16,000 homes on the last day of the month. So this indicator very much is in favor of the sellers. All right, indicator number 2, days on market. So this is just how quickly are homes moving, how quick are they flying off the shelf. And in August, we averaged 11 days on market compared to 9 days on market in July and 24 days on market for August last year. So again, and let's give you some context. To be in a buyer's market, we would have to have over 120 days on market, and we're not even close. So this is very much dramatically in favor of the sellers. Closed price to list price ratio. So when a home is listed at $500,000, does it sell for $500 or a little bit more or a little bit less? In this case, the entire market averaged 102% of their list price. So homes were selling for more than their list price by almost 2%, or actually a little bit more than 2%. Whereas last year, the same August last year, we were about the same. So a home would list for this price and it would sell for about the same price. So 100% of list price. This indicator is in favor of the sellers. So what's happening with interest rates? Right now, interest rates compared to a year ago are actually about the same. So I should check these numbers today. Last September to today, right now a 30-year fixed loan, the national average for a 30-year fixed loan is 2.88%. Compared to 1 year ago, the 30-year fixed national average was 2.86%. All right, next is now a good time to buy or sell a house? Great question. Investing in real estate impacts every area of your life and truly requires a thorough and meaningful consultation with a trusted advisor. I offer a free, no-obligation options interview where together we first learn and discover what's most important to you about the buy or sell process. If I'm going to be a great agent for you, I really need to learn more about you, why buying or selling is important to you, how you prefer to be served in the process, and ultimately together we'll help you decide if you should be buying a home or selling a home or not. If the answer is yes, then in the options interview, we create a customized plan tailored to your specific financial and lifestyle needs that clearly identifies how to get you from point A to point B. The best way to reach me is to call my cell phone, text me. My number's right here at the bottom, or you can go to my website and there's an options interview link that you can do a calendar invite and schedule something directly on my calendar. All right, so is now a good time to buy or sell? Yes, it is. Let's talk about it. So sellers right now are typically getting, their asking prices are higher. They're also, because the market's in favor of sellers, they're also getting away with not having to do quite as many renovations. And so this is a great time to sell. For buyers, guess what? You're getting the lowest interest rates ever. So we're talking about historically low interest rates that will impact you for the rest of your life. So yes, it is a very good time to buy. Also, when you buy now, you get to ride the wave of appreciation, and so this is a fantastic time to buy or sell a house, right? All right, so in our real estate forecast, here's what we have in store. Right now, interest rates are expected to rise. Experts predict that interest rates could be as high as 3.5% on a 30-year fixed. That's a national average. As soon as next year. So interest rates are expected to rise. Right now they're under 3%, and as soon as 6 months from now they could be over 3.5%. So interest rates are expected to rise. How about home values? Well, we're expecting prices to rise. Supply is so dramatically low; it's record-breaking low still today. It's very much in favor of the seller. Demand is still very high. So when supply is low and demand is high, home values are expected to increase. How much so? Really, I would predict myself as little as, at a minimum of 6% in the next year, I think is realistic on the low conservative side. More aggressive approach is thinking that 10 or 15% is realistic. It is realistic, so it's not out of reach to think that that's possible, right? So what does that mean? It means that the cost of waiting to buy a home is increasing. And let's evaluate what that means and see how a median home in the market, how it performs from last year to this year to next year. Okay, so a median home is about 1,500 square feet, roughly 3 bedrooms, roughly 1.5 bath, roughly 1 or 2 car garage, that type of single family residence. Okay, so 1 year ago today, that median home sold for about $460,000, and in the last year we saw a 16% increase in appreciation. So those combined to right now, that house is selling for about $535,000. And if you keep going and project forward a very conservative 6.5%, what you'll see is that 6.5% puts us at almost $570,000 for that same house a year from now. Go out 2 years with another 6.5%, and that house sells for over $600,000. That's our forecast for where we're headed. That, my friends, is your monthly market update. That's all for this month's market update. And one last thing, who do you know right now that's in need of the highest level of skill and care in real estate? Please do the right thing for them. Get them connected with the real estate team that promises to treat them like family. Go ahead and introduce them to your friends in real estate, Cory and Brandy Wilks. Look, a simple text introduction is always the best way to introduce us. A few words of what you admire most about your friend, what you admire most about us, and just a warm introduction by text where all three of us are on the same text. That would be the best way to introduce us. We would very much appreciate that, and I will take the rest from there. My cell phone is right here, 303-667-9442. Thank you, as always. I hope to see you at some of our events here very soon, which I'll be inviting you to, as well as Brandy and Nicole as well. And you can also visit our website, wilksrealestate.com, to see those as well. Thank you, my friends. Have a great month, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.